Let's start this off with the clear tone setter from Minicamp, Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs' franchise quarterback looked every bit like the leader of a team gunning for another Super Bowl run. From the moment he stepped onto the field, you could tell Mahomes was dialed in. The guy has that familiar fire in his eyes and, more importantly, a growing chemistry with his receiving core that a lot of people outside of Kansas City are sleeping on. Now, here's what stood out. Mahomes didn't just look sharp physically. His timing, decision-making, and connection with his targets were all clicking. He made it clear during interviews that this offseason has been all about building trust and rhythm with his pass catchers. That includes Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, rookie Jalen Royals, and even Xavier Worthy, who's already earning reps and respect. You can tell that Mahomes is excited about what this group can become. He emphasized the importance of reps and familiarity, something he's had for years with Kelsey, and now he's building that same level of understanding with the rest of the unit. Look, a lot of people in the national media have been discounting this receiving group. They act like the Chiefs didn't improve or like the offense has taken a step back. But when you really look at it, the team didn't need to go out and make a splashy signing. Hollywood Brown getting healthy, Rashee Rice hitting 100%, and integrating a playmaker like Worthy, that's essentially your free agent class right there. And if Mahomes believes in this group, and he clearly does, you should too. Because if there's one thing we've learned over the years, it's that Mahomes elevates the guys around him. He's confident. He's comfortable. And when Mahomes is feeling like this, the rest of the league should be on notice. Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe this receiving core is better than people say? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you believe Mahomes is about to silence the critics again, hit that like button right now. We're on a mission to reach 4,000 subscribers here at Total Chiefs News, and your support means everything. So smash that subscribe button, stay locked in, and let's keep pushing forward. Let's talk about the heart and soul of this offense, Kelsey. The veteran tight end walked into Minicamp with a message, and it wasn't spoken, it was shown. Reports came out that Kelsey dropped around 25 pounds and had been grinding in Florida, preparing for what might be his final season. Whether this is his last ride or not, one thing's clear. Kelsey is locked in for redemption. He told the media, plain and simple, that he still loves football, still loves the grind, and has no real plans to walk away yet. And while people spent last year calling it a down year, Kelsey is reminding everyone who he is. Even in what many called a disappointing season, he still played at a top-tier level for a tight end. Now imagine that same player in peak shape, with a chip on his shoulder and fewer double teams coming his way. That's scary for any defense. This offseason, Kelsey seems to have had a moment of reflection. He's clearly not content with how things ended last season, and instead of coasting or fading into the background, he's pushing harder than ever. You can see it in his preparation and his attitude. He's not trying to be the number one option anymore, and that's okay. With Rashee Rice healthy and potentially becoming a top 10 wide receiver, it means Kelsey can shift roles, avoid constant double coverage, and find more open space to work with. Less pressure might just lead to more production. Now here's where I want to hear from you. Will Kelsey bounce back with a monster season in 2025? Type Y for yes or N for no in the comments right now. And while you're at it, share your favorite Kelsey moment. We've had so many through the years, from record-breaking games to mic-drop interviews. Let's show this man the love he deserves. And don't forget, if you want to see Kelsey go out on top, help us keep this community growing. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're building something special here on Total Chiefs News, and with your help, we'll hit that 4,000 subscriber goal in no time. Now let's shift gears and talk about one of the most underrated storylines from Minicamp, Trey Smith. While some players around the league sit out mandatory work to make a statement about their contract, Trey Smith did the opposite. He showed up, and that matters a lot. Trey is in a situation where he's still looking for a long-term extension. He hasn't been paid the way he deserves yet, and honestly, he'd have every reason to hold out. He's on the final year of his rookie deal, and he's already one of the most consistent and reliable guards in the league. But instead of making noise in the media or skipping out on mandatory minicamp, Trey walked in with his helmet on and got to work. That's the kind of teammate you want in your locker room. That's the kind of presence that helps define a championship culture. Even CBS Sports noted how encouraging it is to see a player in his position still committed to the team while behind-the-scenes negotiations are ongoing. It shows maturity, professionalism, and a deep desire to remain in Kansas City. And let's not forget, he wasn't present for voluntary OTAs. That made sense, and no one blamed him. But when it counted, when his teammates needed him, he showed up. That tells you everything you need to know about where his head is at. Chris Jones even offered some wisdom, telling Trey not to follow his path from a couple years ago when he missed a game over contract disputes. And guess what? Trey listened. He's doing this his own way, and it's already paying off with the coaching staff and front office. So let me ask you, would you give Trey Smith a long-term deal right now? Drop your take in the comments below, and let's do a quick poll. Type, pay him if you're ready to lock him down, or wait and see if you'd hold off a bit longer. Respect a player like Trey? Then do your part, hit that like button, and subscribe to Total Chiefs News. We're closing in on 4,000 subs, and every click gets us closer. Let's shine the spotlight on a couple of rookies who are making serious noise already, Josh Simmons and Trey Smith. These two young guys aren't just showing up. They're making strong early cases to earn real roles when Week 1 rolls around. Starting with Josh Simmons, the offensive tackle out of Ohio State. Even though he's been limited as he works back from an injury, he's been attacking every single rep with a veteran-like mindset. And it's not just us saying that. Andy Reid himself is impressed. Big Red praised Simmons for his athleticism, work ethic, and approach to the game. That's saying something coming from one of the greatest offensive minds in football. Let's be clear, Simmons is not being handed the starting left tackle job, but he's already positioned as the favorite. The Chiefs are giving him serious attention, and he's been keeping close tabs on his main competition, Jalen Moore, who's also been solid this offseason. Still, if Simmons keeps doing what he's doing and stays healthy, it feels like it's his job to lose. For a rookie, that's a big-time statement. Now let's talk about Trey Smith, the 7th-round pick who's already turning heads in the running back room. During minicamp, he made a play that got people talking, catching a pass in the flat, shaking a defender, and making a sharp cut that left everyone impressed. He may not be ready to challenge Pacheco just yet, but he's proving he belongs on this roster. What makes Trey even more valuable is his versatility. He's got hands, vision, and shiftiness. He's the kind of player who can quietly become a major contributor in this offense, especially if the Chiefs want to mix up looks or get creative in space. So here's the question. Who excites you more right now, Josh Simmons or Trey Smith? Let's get the debate going in the comments. And for the believers out there, type B if you believe Simmons will start Week 1, or D if you don't. I want to see where Chiefs Kingdom stands on this. And of course, if you're hyped to see these rookies shine, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's keep growing Total Chiefs News together and crush that 4,000 subscriber mark. Now, as much as minicamp was full of bright spots, not everyone came out looking like a winner. Let's talk about two names that landed on the wrong side of this week's recap: Mike Caliendo and Justin Ross. Starting with Mike Caliendo, the offensive guard fighting for a potential starting role. To put it bluntly, his comments during minicamp raised some red flags. He talked openly about how much the Super Bowl loss was still affecting him and how uncomfortable he felt with the competition at the left guard spot, particularly with Kingsley Suamataia. Look, that's not what you want to hear from a guy in a real battle for a starting job. This isn't February anymore. This is the new season. And instead of using the past as motivation, Caliendo sounded like someone still stuck in it. Plus, Competition should bring out the best in players, not rattle them. The Chiefs need guys who thrive when the pressure is on, and based on his body language and attitude, Caliendo didn't exactly inspire confidence. Right now, it feels like a long shot for him to win that starting spot. Then there's Justin Ross. Once again, another injury. The guy just can't seem to stay healthy. He left practice early, and it's becoming an all-too-familiar story. It's frustrating because there was real hope he could finally break through this year. But with the receiver room as crowded as it is, Ross missing time might be the end of the road. Right now, it looks like that final WR spot will come down to Montrell Washington or Kadarius Toney, two guys who have shown more reliability recently. Now I want to hear from you. Are you still holding out hope for Justin Ross? Or is it time to move on? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you agree these two need to step up or step aside, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. We're pushing for 4,000, and your support helps us bring you daily Chiefs coverage right here on Total Chiefs News.